Okay, time to do some grading. Okay, so we're going to come over here, PSA.com, price guide, $30 a card, 120-day turnaround, and it's only for PSA Club members? Now, let's check Beckett.com. Beckett.com. Come over to grading services. Well, $25 a card, 120-day turnaround? That's not good. Okay, guys, as you can tell, I am trying to grade. I'm Rare Hunter X, and welcome to the archives. I'm trying to grade some cards, and today's video is about a grading company that reached out to me, and they wanted an honest review. And the grading company is Mana Grading. Just to kind of give you a basic idea of what they offer, it's an AI/human grading service. So an AI will photograph the card. It will match it to all the pertinent details, sets, rarities, and everything like that. And then it will grade on a preliminary grade on centering and clarity, and as well as like if there's any scratches on it, edges, corners, everything that we look for. And for $25 a card, it has a 10 to 20-day turnaround. So the AI will grade the card, and then it will send it over to a professional grader who will then review everything the AI said, make sure everything's accurate, and then give a final grade. To kind of put this into context, I'm going to pop up a graphic, and somebody graded with their company 3 of the Pokemon Celebrations 25th anniversary cards, Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur. And with the company, the Charizard, as you can see in the graphic, was graded a 9.5. The other 2 were graded 10s. Well, these were cracked and then sent to PSA. All 3, as you see in the graphic, were graded 10 at PSA. So it's solid as far as the grading goes. So we want to sit there and give it a test run. And if you want to sit there and grade your cards, yes, it's $25, but if you use the code Rare Hunter as a promo code, you will save 10% on your grades. What we're going to do today is we are submitting to Mana Grading and to see what we're going to expect back. And we're going to use PSA's grading standards on centering, edge wear, corners, scratches and dings and everything like that. And we're going to give our own predictions of our grades. When it comes back, I'm going to do a video on the return to kind of show you what we were expecting versus what we actually got. That being said, let's start with our first card. We have a very basic hollow foil from, I believe this is one of the Magic the Gathering starter decks. Nothing too big, but as you can tell, it's a very pretty card. It is a rare, so that's what we do. We're Rare Hunters, so let's go ahead and see what we can grade on this. So right off the bat, I'm going to have to tilt the camera down just a tad bit. And let's take a look at the centering. So with centering, it's much easier to do without the... Okay, so I'm going to lay this over, and then we'll get... Okay, so with centering... Magic the Gatherings are a little bit bigger, so... There's my puppy, y'all. Okay, so we're just going to have to lift this up and grade it that way. Okay, so with centering, we have it lined up in our liner. And we have a 3 over here. And looks to be a 3 on the other side, so it looks to be centered on that side. Up and down, we have a 3, and we have... Hang on, guys. Take a look at the lights. Looks to be 2. So, elementary-wise, it looks like it's off-center. Okay? The back looks like it needs to be, there's some centering issues too. So now, we're assuming we're going to get a point docked because, and they do offer subgrades. So we're going to get a point docked because of the The centering, you can see there's a white spot there, some whitening on the corner there. No real issues. Man, my magnifying glass is dirty. Let's clean that up. A little bit better. All right. So, again, we can see that we're not seeing any real scratches or anything on the foiling itself or on the back. So, I'm going to say, we're going to say that this would come back as an 8. Maybe an 8.5. Okay. Next up, I have a Derek Jeter SP foil. This is from a collection my wife bought, and it's a beautiful card. Derek Jeter was a huge name in the mid-90s and early thousands. With this, you really can't tell the centering because, again, it's a sports card, so there's no real borders, at least on this one. So what we're going to look at is we're just going to check out the edges. We're going to check out the corners and make sure everything is squared away on that. So right off the bat with our foiling, we are gorgeous on the foiling. Nothing on the corners. Edges are really crisp. We flip it onto the back. Again, I'm not a computer, nor am I a professional in any sense in grading, but honestly, I would be surprised if this came back as anything less than a 10. But with Mana, just like with Beckett, they have a pristine version of a 10. So you have Gem Mint 10 and you have Pristine 10. So I'm going to predict this as a 10, but I'm not going to go and be that ostentatious to believe that it's going to be a pristine 10. Next up, we have a Ken Griffey Jr. You're probably asking yourself, Rare Hunter, why are you doing just sports cards? I'm not. In order to truly get this a real rounded out test and whatnot, what we have to do is we have to be able to grade a variety of cards. So take, for example, we're starting with our wax. That's not even in the frame. Ha! All right, so centering on this one is off, right to left. I don't know if you can tell. And this is a wax card, so there's pretty much it's immune to a lot of damage. Unless you were a kid like I was back in the day and put it in a bicycle spoke. Another review I plan on doing here soon, and that's independent, it's just my doing, is Card Care. They do a lot of card restorations to make it do better in the grades. So with this Ken Griffey Jr., and this is a 91, so I believe this is not a rookie, but it's definitely, I think I have his rookie. But anyways, this is definitely a valuable card in the sports industry. Not too valuable, but valuable. So I'm going to say that that's going to come back. We'll predict 9.5 because of centering on that one. So as I said, we're not just doing sports cards. Obviously, because I started off with a Magic card. So we're going to go into our comic book cards. Now, this is a Powerblast Spider-Man from 94 Flair. In and of itself, it's a pretty valuable card. As you can tell, there is nothing on this foiling at all. It is immaculate. Crispy corners, sharp little edges. You can cut a diamond with this thing. This is gorgeous. And this was bought from a collection. If you guys saw the collection video, I can link it. But this was bought using my wife, $5. She went and bought this, and as a PSA 10, this thing is several $100s. So I'm going to estimate that this is going to come back as a 10. Honestly, between you and I, folks, would love this to come back as a pristine 10, but we'll see. Moving on, also with comic book cards, we have my Deadpool Powerblast. You guys have probably seen this in the back. I've talked about it several times. This is a gorgeous card. Just beautiful. That might be an issue right here. And the cool thing about Mana is if they don't know the card, they are going to look it up. They're going to make sure Mana was created by TCG enthusiasts, TCG collectors. So we're talking Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. They share their love of the cards and want to give the best possible grade possible because they are themselves collectors. So on this one, we're going to say 10 too, because this thing is sharp. I mean, any better, Deadpool himself would be, you know, jumping out. If I can get Ryan Reynolds to sign that, that would be awesome. Moving on. So now we have, what in the world? I put that upside down. We have from Celebrations, Pokemon Celebrations, we have a Mew. Now, if you guys have never seen grading videos before, when you submit, you want to put it in a penny sleeve like this. Then you want to take one of these little tags. You can get them at dollar stores. You can get them at Walmart. Because what it does is it allows the grader better ease to just grab the tab rather than having to fish. And he just grabs it and he pulls it straight out of the saver. So with this, I already know, and we can verify it, but this is off center, top to bottom. So we got 3 there, and we got down here, yeah, it's more of a 2. So top to bottom, left, right's perfect. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this foiling, but we do have to, because it's a little, the sports cards and the comic book cards are thicker card stock, so it's a little harder to damage. But Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, they're lighter weight because they're used a lot more often in games. But as you can tell, this thing is gorgeous. If you remember the video, go back and check it out. But it was my Celebrations ETB battle. The back looks a little off-center too, but we have nothing wrong with the corners. The edges are gorgeous. This one I am very confident will come back 9, 9.5, just because of the centering. Everything else is flawless on this card. It might even come back as a 10 if the centering gets to 9.5. It might come back as a 10. A pristine 10 is 10s all around. Everything's a 10. Would love that. So we also have the second, actually this is a more valuable Celebrations card, a Charizard, pulled from the same video as my Mew. And again, as you can tell, it is just crispy. Nothing wrong with the corners at all. Like nothing. Nothing's wrong. Now, the centering, just on a cursory glance, centering's off. It's shifted just ever so slightly, but God, look at that texture on that card. That is just amazing. So this, like the Mew, I'm going to say 9, maybe 9.5 if centering is the only issue. I can't see any scratches. I showed you all on camera. You guys can't see any scratches. So we'll see. Moving on. Yeah, I'm only 10 minutes into the video. And I've got 40 minutes left. So we're good. We'll edit that. So when we go into Yu-Gi-Oh, we're going to test multiple languages and multiple rarities. So what we have here is from the Rarity Collection, Japanese 20th Anniversary Edition, we have a Ash Blossom and Joy Spring Ultimate Rare. Raw, this card is $60. And this was pulled on channel. I believe it was pulled on channel. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was pulled on channel. This is back before I did the face cams. During my 20th anniversary celebration. There is a slight issue with that corner up there. The AI might catch it and the grader might agree with it. But in the back, it is just gorgeous. And what's really cool is a lot of the ultra rares, you'll see this like indentation. You can barely make it out here on this card. So we're just going to say nice round 9. But definitely has 10 potential. So we're going to grade that as a 9. Or we're going to predict a 9. Okay. Okay, moving on. So, no submission video would be good without, it can't be complete without a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So I have an LOB Blue Eyes White Dragon that we are going to grade with this company. But wait, it's in Korean. Sorry, made a goof on you guys. This was pulled on channel when I was opening up a Korean LOB set, and it is gorgeous. It is, I mean, from what I could tell, flawless, worthy of a grade. As you can tell, it has that silver, come on, focus. There it goes. The silver stamping, so it's definitely a reprint. If you don't know, when it comes to Korean sets, like America, Korea was, I think it was like 2003, they got their LOB boxes. But then in 2011, since 2011, they have been reprinting those boxes. So this Blue Eyes, we're going to anticipate, because there's nothing wrong with the corners, there's nothing wrong with the foiling, edgeware is perfect, everything like that. So yeah, we're going to grade that as a 9.5. That's what we're going to do. Now, recently, as in like last week, we pulled a collector's rare. I want to kind of see what this collector rare is going to look like in a slab. I want to kind of see what their slabs are going to do for the collector's rare. So Mr. Rescue Rabbit, which we pulled on channel, is amazingly centered. Amazingly centered. I mean, a little off center, just the slightest bit, but you can barely tell. And then on the back, it is crispy. Man, you know, with these kind of cards I'm sending in, I should go into the chip factory, because these are just crispy. So, lame dad joke, but that's what you get when you're a dad of many. Oh, that kind of got bent. 1 second. Don't worry, the card didn't get bent. The sleeve's just fighting getting into the case. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, moving on. Another thing I plan on grading is the creme de la creme of Ghost Rares. Okay, people like Blue Eyes. They like Dark Magician. They like Dark Magician Girl. Me, I'm all about them red eyes. Maybe it's the Irish in me, you know? So, but now, with this Ghost Rare, as you can tell, this was sent, again, by Crowbot66, good friend of the channel. This foiling is so clean, it's reflecting the light. The only real issue I saw is that it is right to left, off center. On the back, nothing wrong with the corners. And even then, when it comes to Ghost Rares, guys, you tell me it gets scuffed. There's scuffing. There's no scuffing. Now, prediction, 9, maybe 9.5. I would be beyond excited if I'm able to add this as a 10 right alongside our other graded LOB, Red Eyes Black Dragon. This was graded by DSG. If you guys want me to do a video kind of reviewing them, let me know. I got no problem with it. Simply Unlucky did it, so why not? And the last one's, second to last one, is a Sphere Karibo, Japanese version from the 20th anniversary premium legendary collection. It's a secret rare. My son has both this version and the Dark Side of Dimensions movie version, both secret rares. But this one, because it's OCG, better centering. So he wanted to see what this would look like graded, and it's a secret rare, so we get to see what secret rares look like graded from this company as well. Now, another test I want to run is, what would a crossover look like? So, we were deeply wounded and offended by PSA when we got this Blue Eyes Toon Dragon pulled from Sauce holographic TCG. Sorry, I heard music. From Sauce's mystery packs. One of the first, I think it was the first one he did. We pulled this, and I have another one right back here, which, as we can tell, is the same exact card. Everything right down to the very T. But this one was in a house fire. It's still very well preserved, but it is a little on the played side. So what we're doing is we're going to take the better version, the one that I used the same magnifying glass, the same grading tool, and I predicted this was going to get minimum 8, 9 from PSA. So we're going to have them crack this and regrade it. If it comes back as a 6, maybe I'm not as on point with what they're expecting as I thought. But then again, why did I get I got two 10s and a 9. I got a 10 Red Eyes, I got a 10 Illusion of Chaos, all of them pre-graded by me. So we're hoping that this will come back minimum 8, because that's what I predicted the last time I had it. They're going to crack it. I'm going to keep this, just like with the graphic that I showed, so that way I can be like, look, Mana did a better job. PSA sat there and said, this was a grade 6, and it wasn't. The general belief is that because this is a 2010-2017 reprint, they just automatically dinged it for that very reason. So those are the cards that we're sending, okay? And again, if you use code RareHunter, again, pop that up. If you use that code, you get 10% off of your grading. And for $25, and you get it back within like 2-3 weeks, I mean, why not? 10% off, $25. I don't, was that like $250 off? So, we're going to see. And if you guys do grade with them or whatnot, let me know. In the comics, you can hit, in the comments, hit me up on Instagram and say, hey, Rare Hunter, I tried out Mana. I like them. I don't like them. I like them because of this, or, could they do better? And, I do believe that people who grade trading cards of any form, collector cards, trading card games, whatever, should have a vested interest in what it is they're grading. Not just an interest in the actual formats or anything like that, but an interest in wanting to learn more, to grow that understanding. Eventually, one of the things I would like to be able to do is get some more rare cards. I am currently in the process of getting a very rare collection. I actually got 2 collections coming in. And we're going to take a look at that. And if Mana comes back as, doing a PSA job, but faster and better, we'll grade with them. But yeah, definitely. So let me know. Until next time, peace.